Alright, with all the hell got loose about performance issues about the game Stalker 2, I want to share with you my opinion. I'm playing like 6 hours, 7 hours into the game. So, performance. So I'm playing with DLSS and frame generation, full HD with 3070 Ti and 32 gigabytes of RAM in i7 12th generation CPU. Playing on high settings, and overall I'm getting very good frame rates. Everything feels very smooth. I actually benchmarked it after I changed to medium. I think what you see here is on medium or high, I actually don't remember. And basically I changed with quality DLSS and performance DLSS, and overall I can easily get consistently like above 70, even 80. Even now you can see me with full, again, this is full HD with FSR off, frame generation off, but playing with DLSS on high settings here. Alright, and I get decent frame. You're gonna see it in a moment. Yeah, so overall, you know, pretty good for me. I'm not really complaining too much about the performance. Of course, I reduce it after that to medium, and this has to performance. I get even higher frame rate, so it's very, very smooth for me right now. There are some visual glitches that you can see on the wall popping here. You know, right now I'm not experiencing it because I changed setting. I don't know actually what leads to it because I changed several settings, but you can see this is something they need to address. I think this is on high setting. I think this is with FSR, and maybe this causes it, but I'm not 100% sure. It's not all the time, yeah, but it can happen here and there. So that being said, gameplay wise, the game is amazing. Reminds me kind of combination of, I don't know, like The Last of Us, Battle Royale, you know, the loot and, you know, survivability, and need to find good gear. And sometimes even Souls-like, something that, you know, very challenging and very tight mechanics that you need to really do well and control everything in order to do well, because otherwise you're gonna die. Enemies are okay, not super smart, but trust me, if you try to go Call of Duty on this game, you're gonna die, and you're gonna die fast. And if you're not gonna die fast, you're gonna waste so many resources that you're gonna, well, need to farm from the beginning. You know, you need to really manage everything, and in that aspect, it feels really satisfying. There's also like high risk, high reward things where you can find certain areas where it can give you lots of good stuff, but sometimes can be pretty crazy what you need to endure in order to get there. Now, give you an example. Enemies know that I'm going to be here behind the wall because I'm shooting from there, but for some reason, you're going to see it here. So it's kind of, you know, you can see the AI in action. So basically, I'm shooting, hiding, and what they're doing, look at that, I'm just going to come and just aim. Yeah, it's a bit, this is stupid, but you know, overall it's good. I mean, they're flanking, they're not taking the time, they're not really all the time rushing at me. Yeah, and sometimes they, you know, group together and attack me. They can be very, very challenging at times, really seriously. It's designed well, but it's not like all right, it's like the AI is on top of its game. No. It's very, very atmospheric. Just in the music in this game, wow, and wow, amazing how everything combines in such a harmony with everything. Anyway, this is an area, for example, so oh, this has something good going to be there. I didn't realize that one is going to jump down. There will be tons of dogs jumping at me. But that's the situations, and many of them in the game. You need to decide, all right, what I'm going to do. I'm going to fight them, but I'm going to lose all my bullets. Probably I'm going to die, or if not, I'm just going to lose lots of healing. And basically I thought, all right, this is not going well. And of course, look at that, I'm pretty heavy and I'm losing health. And of course, there's also mud there, so you're super slow if you go into the mud. This is the type of situation you need to deal with. It's pretty crazy. So basically I decided, oh no, this is not going well. So I'm just going to go towards the hut. I mean, probably I want to go away, but when I got closer to this structure, I saw there's actually option to climb. And then knew that I'm going to be safe. And hopefully there's going to be something rewarding there. That's the point. You can see that I'm in a mud right now. I'm pretty much suffering, taking a ton of resources. Just give me the stamina and heal before I'm going to die. And tons of dogs jumping at me. But they design it well, so it's not like they are crazy with their attack. They give you time to react. So this is why it reminds me kind of a Souls-like. Like it's fair. You know, there are some windows where you can do things. It doesn't go totally crazy where, you know, you just die instantly. You have time to manage your resources doing that. And of course, you get lots of things if you're able to, you know, get there, and there are lots of resources there. Yeah, overall, you can see also a note. Anyway, the game is overall amazing, very atmospheric, super fun, challenging, very challenging for me. I haven't played the first Stalker. Overall runs for me with very good frame rates. Again, once I update a few things, I'm probably going to spend more time later on to tweak a few things, but overall running on the 3070 Ti, again, running in Full HD, it runs very well for me. No issue so far. I did encounter one issue yesterday, but I didn't encounter it the second time, where I actually loaded the save, the frame rate were low, probably related to other things in my system. Keep in mind that when I'm recording, it can lead to a decrease in the frame rate. It's actually quite significant in this game, particularly. I notice it. So I'm using Nvidia Shadow Player rather than anything else to record, because the other ones kind of have lots of impact. I also closed, by the way, everything like the broadcast, for example, which really ruined the frame rates. I don't know why. It happens in other games in the past. So everything that you kind of do, if you want to record, again, record with something that has less impact as possible. I recommend, by the way, Steam and Nvidia Steam game recording and Nvidia Shadow Play, but OBS is a bit taxing, I think, on this game. Also, it also depends on the setting that you're using, but generally speaking, I'm using something very similar to all of them, so that's why I'm saying. So yeah, the game is amazing so far, but not without its issue. This is, by the way, an earlier gameplay, I think, from yesterday. But definitely needs lots of patches and optimization, other things in order to like be at its best. It doesn't mean that it's, it's not fun, playable, and you can run it well. But there are people who are experiencing issues. So I'm just saying this can be the case in your case. And some people even using, for example, playing even on the 3070. I heard, and even 4090 people are complaining. But again, some people play on 2K or 4K, for example, and it might be more taxing on the game. All right, so. Yeah, overall it looks great for me and plays well and having fun basically. It's a very, very good game. I'm having a blast. It feels very different to any other game. And that's about it for so far. If I have more things, I'll let you know. But basically, if you are playing kind of full HD, for example, if you're not kind of trying to stress this game out in terms of optimization, you're going to discover an amazing game. Really very well crafted survival game. Really, weapons look great, plays great, it feels great. They're not going to give you an easy ride here. You need to do well here. But tactical gameplay is also incredible. You have very different ways to tackle combat and shoot. It's very accurate, in terms of, shooting. You don't get a situation where, all right, but I'm shooting the enemy, but it actually doesn't shoot the enemy. It actually feels very accurate. So I can actually pixel point my gun, and I can actually hit an enemy when I do so. There's also kind of a side aim and such, and lots of good things that makes overall the combat very satisfying and fun. And that's about it for this video. Thanks for watching.